Greetings to you all. Welcome to the Wayup show where conversations are real. It's Docho, your host for the day. And with me in the house today, I have one of the biggest aspirants, our guild, and I would like him to introduce himself.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Ilocho. Yeah, I take this time to thank you for inviting me today to this show. I'm really happy to be here with you. And I've always been looking forward to meeting you so that we can share with you some matters of national importance. Yeah, here I am Nuwamanya Daniel, a student of BUSITEMA University from Nagongera campus. I am a year 2 student doing bachelor's in science education, that is physics and mathematics. Yeah, Daniel Nuwamanya is for students, by students, with students always. And I'm aspiring for the post of the guild president.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. With me today, I have some questions. What inspired you to get involved in politics and what keeps you motivated?
All right. In fact, as I've told you that Daniel is for students, by students, with students. Meaning this is the guy who is always interacting with students. Students are his friends and also I'm also a friend to them. So I've always been interacting with them. I hear their cry. We cry together. We lament together. We suffer together. But we have lacked someone to represent our voices. So what inspired me most was that after undergoing through that kind of suffering together, we feel like we need someone to amplify our voices so that our concerns and interests can be advocated for and addressed. So what inspired me is that I feel and I want to amplify the voices of the fellow students of BUSITEMA universities so that their concerns and challenges can be addressed and advocated for. And I think that what keeps me moving and what keeps me motivated is that there is sunshine after rain. Yes, there's no condition that is permanent. We, the people, in a given environment, we are the agents of change. Whatever we are facing right now, we can change it. We can make it a better place. We can make this system a better place. So I feel that once we have worked together with students and with the administration, we can make this place a very good university and a proud one to come and study from. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, what's the best advice you've ever received and from who?
And from who? Okay. The best advice I ever received, I think it is from my mom. Yeah, because I've grown up with my mom from the time I was born. I've been with my mom and she has always been advising me. What she tells me is that never compare yourself with anyone. Never work hard to prove yourself to anyone. And never work hard so that you are the best or what. But whatever you're going to do, make sure do what makes you happy. Don't move at the pace of someone because you'll break down. And then she was like, this life is the most difficult exam. Many people fail because they try to copy others, not knowing that different people have different tasks to perform. So that's the best advice I've ever gotten. And from that point, I don't compare myself to anyone. I don't work hard to prove myself to anyone. And I don't move at the pace of someone. I just move at my own pace because we are very different and we have different capabilities.
All right.
Yes.
Now, Daniel, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
In 5 years from now? Okay, that's a good question. But you know, we have always, it is what we call like plans. They tell us that we may make plans, but God's will shall be done.
True.
Right now, I'll not predict about the future. That in 5 years' time, I'm seeing myself here. Maybe what I will say is that I wish to be, in 5 years' time, should be where? Here, because I have made plans. Me, myself, I didn't know at one time I would be here with you. I think that. But in 5 years' time from now, I see Nuwamanya Daniel as a person who has created a positive impact on the place where he stays, in the country, who has created a positive impact to the fellow youth, because I want to keep on advocating for the youth. I want to advocate for the people. because truly we have lacked people who have raised our voices, who have amplified our voices so that our issues can be addressed. So the journey I've joined, the journey I'm in right now is not stopping here at campus. No, it is a continuous process. And I've already made like a lifetime assignment. I want to fight for people's rights. I want to really serve people. And I'm beginning it from here at university.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, Daniel, if
Yes.
you were to switch lives with someone, who
Mm.
would it be and why?
Okay. The fact is that if I'm switching life with someone, it means that that is the person I look at, maybe the person I admire to be, and the truth to be told, my role model, I have a role model, and it is one person whom I've always looked at and who has inspired me, who has kept me moving. And you know what? It is my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's my role model.
Okay.
She's my superhero, a true friend of love and passion, who has never denied me at all times. So I want, because she has worked hard tooth and nail, she has really worked hard, she has not given up on us. And for that matter, I want to be having that resilience. Even when the conditions are hard, I want to always work hard, because hard times create strong men, and strong men create good times. So the person that inspired me, it's my mom, because she has really worked hard and she has never given up. She's always hopeful, and I want to be like her. Even when I've gone through this campus life, I want to remain that kind of person that does not give up on things. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, Daniel,
Yes, please.
tell us about how you overcome mental health.
Mental health. Okay, I overcome mental health. I'm a person who likes socializing with people, students, and colleagues. When I'm alone in my room, I overthink and my brain works too much. So that overcome that stress, and maybe in order to overcome that mood that I can be in, I look for friends. They tell us that misery seeks company. Misery seeks company. When for me to overcome the stress, instead of others going for alcohol or what, I look for where there is people, my age mates, we jazz, we gossip around, we share, we eat together. That's when I feel I'm having peace of mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Daniel, how do you handle criticism? You know, you're this young person coming in for a very big post, and when you come forward to us students, you're like, is this guy going to manage?
Yes.
You know, how do you take that?
First and foremost, I have self-motivation in me, and I believe that I can. Because, yeah, it is true, like small bodied or what and what, but remember that in me, I always usually say that it doesn't matter the size of the dog in the fight. What matters is the size of the spirit of the dog in the fight. The dog might be very small, but when it comes to the fight, it is a tough one. So I believe that me, I have what you call self-belief. If it is not me, who? If it's not me, who? I believe I can do it better, and I believe no one can do it better than me. And another thing is that for me to overcome all this criticism, I give a deaf ear to what people talk about me. Yes, I give a deaf ear. If it's like any negative talk about me, any criticism that is negative, I don't usually give a chance to negativities, because that's like enemy of progress. But I listen to someone who is advising me, who is motivating me, who is showing the potential in me that I can't see in myself. There we rhyme together. But anything that is showing that I can't manage, there I don't give it time, because I believe me myself I can do what? I can manage. And also another thing is that what you have to know is that in this life, for you to have a happy life, you should learn one thing, that not everyone must love you, and not everyone will believe you. You get? Not everyone should love you, and not everyone should what? Should believe you. There are those who will see that sure you have potential. There are those who will embrace you, and there are those who will do what? Who will reject you. But you have to keep moving. You have to keep going because that's how life is. There's nothing that is achieved on a silver plate. That's life is. That's how it is. Mm.
Okay, thank you so much, Daniel.
Yeah.
So those were my questions for today.
Mm.
And I believe our dear viewers have got some good impact from your words. So in the house tonight, we had Daniel Nuwamanya as we're winding up with our show. Thank you for viewing. Please like, subscribe, comment. Our YouTube channel still remains The Wayup Show Maxima, and our TikTok page, which is The Wayup Show. Well, I would like to thank my team, Unrated, Amos. Thank you so much.